Thank you very much for inviting me to speak at Daring Cities, the annual conference of ICLE, or Local Governments for Sustainability. COVID-19 is part and parcel of the three planetary crises we face: the climate crisis, the nature and biodiversity crisis, and the pollution and waste crisis. These crises are fueled by unsustainable production and consumption, which is eroding natural systems and threatening our very survival on this planet. Quite simply, in my view, a daring city is one that embraces these planetary challenges and seeks to overcome them with every step we take in our cities. Cities account for more than 70% of global greenhouse gases, and as we know, have significant impact on the natural world. Meanwhile, billions of city residents do not breathe clean air. As we seek to recover from the global pandemic, our cities, which have been devastated by this tragedy, will determine much of our success in the decade of action to achieve the SDGs. Unprecedented resources are being poured into our economies to reboot our way of life. But the reality is that we can't go back to business as usual. And cities can lead that charge to a greener and more sustainable future. More than 70 cities, 70 large cities, home to 425 million people committed to carbon neutrality by 2050. And that is massive. Net zero carbon buildings, green and healthy streets, zero waste. City leaders have truly shown tremendous leadership. But while we all know that cities are important climate actors, we need to see countries stretch their nationally determined contributions. Only 113 of 164 NDCs show strong or moderate urban content. Most focus on urban issues in the context of adaptation, and less than 20 countries speak to the issue of mitigation in urban areas. In 2019, UNEP's emissions gap report called for a five-fold increase in NDC ambitions to limit global temperature rise to 1.5 degrees. The pandemic has done little to move this goalpost, and so to achieve this, we need to crowd in actors and action at the local, community, and national levels. And here, cities can play an extra special role in driving good examples for how carbon reductions can be rolled out. A good example of such an approach is UNEP's District Energy in Cities program, through which we connect local and national governments with private partners to design policies that will accelerate investments in low carbon and climate resilience district energy systems. COVID-19 recovery package must be used to trigger this change as we seek to enhance people's livelihoods and provide jobs through these stimulus packages. Those that start early today making these shifts for the future sustainability will be the winners. Latin America has kicked off a biking revolution with cities like Bogota, Lima, Quito, Santiago expanding bike lanes. The EU has a renovation wave in the Green New Deal, recognizing the potential of climate friendly retrofitting. And Freetown in Sierra Leone is witnessing a surge in urban and peri-urban farming to respond to the rising demand for food and employment. So I look forward to the Daring Cities program over its cycle to support the kinds of change we need to transform our unsustainable consumption and production patterns, to address the multiple emergencies of our times, and to build happy and prosperous and livable cities. I look forward to hearing about your deliberations. Thank you very much.